Mic okay. Hold on 1 minute. A lot of people are talking about this damn game's graphics, which is completely understandable. But if you look at things right now, is it perfect? No, I do have most of the settings turned off, which actually I think we're going to try and turn back on real quick before we start this. I had all the graphic stuff turned off. We'll go ahead and turn everything back on for this example. Alright, yeah, so shit got pretty fuzzy. That's an obvious issue. You know, you can see the fuzz. So we'll go ahead and again turn all that off. So film grain, that's pretty much, image grain on polygrammic film. Simulates the refraction of light into the cameras. Causes distant objects to become unfocused. Simulates the scattering of light with a lens, causing flares or colorful spots on the screen. And then motion blur, you know, if you're moving, it makes shit look fuzzy. But the thing that I found out about this thing, man, is, look, see, it immediately turn that shit off, it cleared it up. But the thing I've noticed is, yeah, the graphics really aren't on point. But then again, some people are posting pictures and shit online of, like, some horrid-ass looking shit. Which I've seen. I've seen it, and I get it. I'm trying to find us a little spot. I know this one perfect spot, if I can just find it. But, I don't think it's all a graphical issue. I just need to find this one spot. There's a little bit of a lag. It's still got its issues, don't get me wrong, but I think they're easier to fix than people are giving them credit for. Alright, so let's stop here for a second. See, you don't see much of shit on the ground, but you see the cracks starting to form and shit. This is a bad spot. Fuck, man, I need to find somewhere because my point is, I think it's a rendering issue. Damn it. I think the graphics are fine to an extent. Are they perfect? No. But in general, look at it right now. Look at the bike, look at my hands, look at the entire environment. Now, we get up on this, let's see this. Look at it. It took it a minute. The rims were jacky a little bit, but now look at it since it's rendered. It had time to render. And now it actually looks fucking decent. You know, I think it's more of a graphical rendering issue. It's not. It's look at this truck. Look at this truck. Look at it. Look. And then get up on it. Give it a chance to render. Hold on. Or is that just that ugly of a fucking truck? I'm gonna end up having to delete this video because it's not working out the way I wanted it to. There's just one spot where there's like a pile of trash bags, and as soon as you come up on it, it looks horrible. But then you literally watch it texture out into what it's supposed to be. Yeah, see, it's like these trash bags, but like it's they literally look like gray pointy balls. But then you literally watch them texture out, and then they turn in to what it's supposed to be. Do they look like perfectly awesome looking trash cans? No, but at least they look like fucking trash bags, and not gray fuzzy ass ball looking things, you know. The point is, I don't think the graphics in the game are actually that bad. I think it has a rendering issue to where it can't render the graphics as you come up on shit. Because it's like the graphics are there. Once you've been there for a second, your shit has a chance to, like, look at this car, look at this car. And then once you get up on it, it looked a little rough there at first, but once you actually get up on it, granted, I'm moving too, but that looks way better than when we originally rolled up on it. You can see the rims, the lines. Is it perfect? No, but it still looks a hell of a lot better. And as far as people posting like fuzzy ass gun shit, I don't understand that either. Because like one dude was like, "Oh, this is how it looks on console, and this is how it looks on PC." And it pretty much like you couldn't even hardly see shit on the PS4 one. But it's like, bruh, there's a gun shooting. Is it perfect? No, but it's not that bad. Yeah, the gun had to load in. See, some of this shit is like, It's like it's there. It looks good. It's there. It just can't fucking register the shit fast enough. Like it's like I don't know if rendering is the right word, but it's like it's not putting the textures on as you hit them. But then if you sit here for a minute, you know, shit looks really decent. It looks really good. I mean, you can see the signs. You know, you can read it all. It ain't the gun that squirts. I really feel like it's a rendering issue, man, or whatever it's called when the textures can't keep up with where you're at, pretty much. Because if you look, the graphics are there. It looks good. Shotgun, by the way. Shoots just fine, doesn't fuzz out, reloads just fine. It's not fuzzy or anything. It's like some of the shit people are catching is like, oh, let me whipping it right out. Is it perfect? No. But, I mean, the graphics are fine, man. Just, I mean, fuck. I mean... We're still trying to hop on for a second. I'd really like to find that one spot, because it would literally just make my point for me. Even the chat. But see, I turned motion blur off, and some of that's still blurry because of motion blur. I'm trying to find us a good spot that won't render. See, you see how, but like you see how it all just brightened up and shit. It's like it can't keep up with where you're at. The graphics are there, and they're on point, pretty good, decent. I think they're all right. But it's like you can't. It's like they don't render fast enough to keep up with where you're at. And I think if they can get that rendering issue under control, that will be the graphics issue under control. Because sometimes, man, I'll pull up and it'll look like there's no gate here. And then the gate just magically pop. Look, see? See? See, those little things over there just popped up. The little gate lifts. Excuse me, ma'am. Hey, I'm trying to make a video here, ma'am. Get out of my way. Yeah. Them bitches just popped up out of thin air. And it's like the game can't render it properly. And I don't know what you do to fix that, but it seems like that would be a pretty, I don't want to say simple problem to fix, but I mean, if that's it, can't they just, isn't there something they can just do to kind of fix the rendering issue instead of being like, oh, it's an overall graphics issue? Because all in all, you can see all the little scratches and shit on there, you know? You can see the concrete, the grass, all that whatnot. You can see everything once it's completely rendered. See, look, even this shit won't here. That was not just there. But now it's there. It looks on point, it looks clean. You can see all the squares in the ground polished. If you come up, you know, to here, you can see even the texture of the cement. The lines in the cement. I'd really like to find the one spot I was looking for. Alright, let's see what happens here. Hold on. I may end up having to just turn off the stream and make a real video. Like, and then chop it up once I find what I'm looking for. Let's try this car right here. Yeah, look at the way that car looks, see? And then you get up on it, and then it renders out. It don't look bad. I mean, it don't look perfect, obviously. I assume, you know, we would let the graphics be a lot better, but, I mean, it's not as bad as some people are making it out to be, man. They're just, like, ripping it up. You can see all the dirt and the spots and the, you know, scratches and shit and all the details of the brim and whatnot. Look, see, it still hasn't even finished rendering. As soon as I moved, it rendered a bit more. Look. So there's your detail. You got the detail, the scratches, the paint. You can see every bit of the light inside the tail lights, the little LEDs. Even the taxi over here rendered out. That's just an ugly card, but still, graphical wise, you can see the rust around the fucking the back wheels and shit. I'd really like to find that pile of trash. And that sounds fucked up. Hey, I've never played a game before and be like, hey, I really wish I could find this pile of trash. Yeah. You see, you can literally see the game rendering as we're going by it. You can see it. It's like it can't keep up. Oh shit! How'd I get to looking at the fucking wall? But yeah, see, it's like it couldn't keep up. I don't know, man. Like, I mean, obviously there's bugs. Like, I mean, here we are with this issue. Can I get it? No. Can I get it? No. It's pretty much a... Oh, look, there we go. Hey, you wanna move your ass? Hey, appreciate it. Don't honk at me, bitch. You were on my bike. Nah. But for real, though, I don't feel like the graphics are as bad as people are making it. Are they great? Are they next gen? No, but I'm not on a PS5. I'm on a PS4 Pro, so... Oh, I mean, but for PS4, I mean, the graphics look like most games usually do. I mean, hell, you see all these fancy-ass cinematic trailers, and the game never looks like that shit. Sometimes I wonder if they spend more money on trailers than they do the actual in-game graphics. But that's for almost every game. Every game in trailers looks better than it does as the real game. So I already knew it wasn't gonna... Girl, I'm in the mic. Go, please. I'm trying to do something serious. Give me a minute. My bad. It's my daughter. Wants to come hang out and whatnot. I'm trying to... I usually don't do these kind of videos, but I'm still trying to find that one thing. Because I'll just run the whole video for real and just find that one spot. Alright, like right here. See how it rendered out though? It's not really a whole... I really don't think it's a graphical issue, man. It's like the game just can't process the textures and shit fast enough before you get there. Because you can literally see how it looked before I rolled up. It's actually rendering faster than that one pile that I found. Because that pile, you could legit just sit there, look at it, and just watch it render. But see, even if we come up on this, see, it's like it's got to render out. They look like, I don't even know what the fuck they look like there at first. But when it does render out, it looks good. I mean, there's that, obviously there's frame rate too. You can see, I mean, I can see the frames drop, especially if yeah. So, I mean, frame rate's a thing too. But like, as the picture itself, the graphics in the game aren't horrible once they've actually had a chance to render out. So I think they need to fix, obviously, frame rate issues. And then the rendering issue, man. Make the graphics keep up. That's pretty much all it is. Because we've seen those videos to where it's like you're in a forest in an open world game, and then you're looking one way, and you see all the trees and whatnot. But you never know what's really behind you. And then we saw that one video where it was like an overhead view of somebody in an open world game, and it showed from an overhead view their line of sight. And you would literally see all the trees and stuff pop up where they were looking, but then when they turned their head, everything where they were just looking would go away, and the stuff that they're looking at now would pop up from the overhead view. You could literally see, like behind me, from that video, there would be nothing behind me, you know, and then it all just kind of comes up as you turn your head. I don't know if that's how the fuck this works, but that was like a video I watched before, where, you know, they had an overhead view look and showed how that worked. You know, it might have been older shit, I don't know. I thought it was cool though, but still. At the same time, I can understand it's not getting, like, it just doesn't feel... The fuck? Oh, I'm on my bike. Duh. I don't feel like the graphics are as bad as people are making it out to be. Like, It's more or less like the textures just aren't getting on what they're supposed to get on before you get to it. You see, even then, you know, you can slowly see them clear up, but once it's there, I mean, even the paint on my bike, you can see the type of glitter paint, not glitter paint, but you know what I mean, where it's got the flakes in it. And see, this wasn't here. This wasn't fucking here just now. I straight just rode through here and pulled up to the trash cans. This wasn't even here. That's what I'm saying, man. I don't know what the deal is or why it's doing that, but I don't know, man. I feel like it should be something fixable, though. I mean, look even at the road now. You can see all the cracks and shit in the road. It's like the graphics aren't bad. They're just not. They're not applying fast enough, man. It's like you get to something and then it's like taking forever and a day for it to apply the extras, the textures, the extras, all that shit. But once you're in an area that's loaded properly, you get everything you get. But now you look at the road, you can see the cracks are kind of gone. Now they come back. Well, I guess that was motion blur. But still, it still shows the graphics aren't. I mean, that's lighting and it's foggy in the background, but you can legit see every fucking thing, man. I mean, it's all here. Even down to the way the road looks and all the cracks and the fucking pizza box, I guess. I think it's fixable because the fact is, it looks this good right now on a PS4 Pro. I really believe it's like a rendering issue to where, yeah. I'm gonna end up remaking this video anyway, so this one will stick on my YouTube. But I think I can't clip my video clips while I'm streaming, so I'm gonna have to kill the stream. And I'm just gonna try and redo this while I'm talking and shit, and just do a fucking Share Factory version of it and put it on my YouTube. And then share it to Facebook. Alright, we're gonna try this again here in a minute.